Hi there. Today I want to talk a little bit about too much. Uh, a lot of you have been coming into the store recently. I've actually had this conversation multiple times. People who are having what's called a Herxheimer reaction or a healing crisis. That happens when we try to do too much at once. I guess it's a New Year's situation for sure. People get into the mood that they're going to fix all the things. But it also comes with, I think a lot of us have felt helpless, shut in, like they aren't in control of things, or they aren't able to affect change. And so you turn that energy on yourself. I can't do anything about how I'm feeling about curfews and not being able to go places and not being able to do things with my family. I can control my weight, my thyroid, my cholesterol numbers. So I think we become our own project in a lot of cases. So I see a lot of people that are cruising around on the internet and they're talking to their different health professionals, and they're getting a lot of great ideas of how to fix themselves. And it's all good information, but it goes south when you try to follow all of it right away. So I'll give you an example. We have our packets that go into honey. So this is the Allergency for allergies. We've got sleep. We've got a whole bunch of them. The Tummy Love, digestion, and I brought up a headache tea. So you may come into our shop and say, I can't sleep at night, and I have all of these allergies, and I feel really uncomfortable when I eat, and my thyroid is off, and my cholesterol numbers are out of whack. I need something for all of that. And what I will typically say, or what any of my other family will probably say, is, wow, that's a long laundry list. Why don't we start with digestion? That's absolutely my go-to. That's what you'll always hear from me is, let's start with digestion. If you can get your digestion working appropriately, you begin to absorb nutrition, and a lot of times the other issues will go away. So we tend to boil it down. All of these things can work together. You could conceivably take every single supplement that I make in the booster and the honey spread and the syrup line. You could do all of them. And you could work on all of the things all at once. But what it creates is it's just too much for your body. It creates a mess. It creates a reaction from all different organs at the same time. And even if something works, you won't know which thing that you did was most effective for your body. And two, it usually doesn't do much but create a storm. So I have seen people coming in recently, and they're using maybe one or two of my supplements that I recommended, and they're doing them every day, when my intent for sending them home with it was as maybe to use one of them clinically and another as needed. So they're doing multiple supplements of mine a day, and they've looked around on the internet, and they've got they're doing a detox, and they're taking double the vitamin A in a cod liver oil supplement, and they're also fasting, and they come in and they don't feel good. And I'm not surprised. You can't try to do everything. It is overwhelming to your body. You have to treat your body like it's somebody that you love. This is somebody that I love, and I want to treat gently. It's the way that I would look at my children. I would never inundate them with so much work that they can't possibly get it all done and be successful. And that's basically what we're doing when we try to do too much all at once with our body. Yes, Is it a good thing to get the gallbladder working appropriately and have it be clean and healthy? Is it a good thing for our lungs to be conditioned and healthy and get rid of our asthma? Is it a good thing for our blood pressure to be normalized? All of those things are good, but we need to go after them one at a time. We go after them one at a time by figuring out what is the underlying issue, what is the thing that going after will help the most symptoms that we're seeing in the body so we can be efficient with our work. And we also go after what are our quality of life issues. So if somebody comes in and says, all the things that I said, my thyroid doesn't work, I've got high blood pressure, I've got acid reflux, I feel uncomfortable when I eat, and I can't sleep. I might start them with here, but that quality of life issue is also I can't sleep. So I might also give them the sleep. Doing these two at the same time is moving towards the same goal, where the digestion is working and assimilating nutrition appropriately, and we're calming things down in the digestive tract. And this is helping to make sure that we sleep at night. When we sleep at night, we have more energy for the body to put towards healing the digestion. So these two things are smart. It doesn't work very well in quality of life when we can't sleep, and we will never really fully be able to heal the thing we're focusing on. So this is a quality of life addition to what we're doing. But we don't also need to go after the blood pressure unless it's super high and dangerous. If it's just a heightened blood pressure, we're not going to work on that right away. We're going to work on the digestion. And once the digestion gets good, then we're going to look at the high blood pressure again and see where it actually is. Because it could be that the high blood pressure is a reaction from not assimilating nutrition and the inflammation caused from a digestion that isn't working. We don't know. Chasing that symptom, if it's not life-threatening and dangerous, is just making a mess of what you're trying to do. It's overwhelming. So be careful about all of the things that you're looking at on the internet and all of the things that you might see in my shop that could be helpful for you. Don't try to fix all the things at once. Fix the things that are foundational, that will be in common with all of your symptoms. That's why I say digestion a lot. Fix the thing that touches all of your symptoms first. See what then drops away. You may be working on all of those other things just with one issue being addressed without even knowing it. But by working on the digestion and the cholesterol and the sleep and the allergies and the thyroid, and by working at all of those at the same time with different supplements, different vitamins, different foods, your body is overwhelmed. You will be most successful if you take your health in small bites. It's why you hear me say that a lot. Small bites, small steps, one day at a time, one success at a time. Your body doesn't get to imbalance overnight, so you have to take your time and be patient. Again, let me reiterate that we always need to address the dangerous things. Whether we're going to use a pharmaceutical to address that critical situation like a blood pressure that is way too high and dangerous while we're doing natural digestion, that's fine. Maybe we use a supplement to address the high blood pressure while we're doing the digestion, that's fine. But you need to look at the critical things that can cause you to get into danger, the things that are in your lifestyle, and one issue at a time. If you have any questions, talk to somebody like me in your community, or drop me an email, or pop into the store. I am always happy to try and help you filter through the I think we're just inundated with fix it. I can help you calm that down. I can help give you direction and help you identify what are the criticals and what you want to go after first. Because if you focus your time and attention on mainly one issue at a time, you will be able to tell what supplement works for you, what food works for you, what doesn't, what is setting you in the wrong direction, whether a pharmaceutical is working in your body or not, so that you can go and talk to your doctor. You have to cut down on the noise. So make yourself a project. That's good. But be loving to your project. Don't overwhelm it. Don't inundate it with change. Change has to happen slowly for it to be lasting and comfortable. If you do experience a Herxheimer reaction, also called a healing crisis, it means you're moving in the right direction too fast. Change should not be, there are very limited cases where change should be abrupt and uncomfortable, and really that's when we are trying to save a life or make a change because drastic changes are needed. In most cases, change should be slow, and if we have a healing crisis, it means we're taking too much of something. We are moving too fast for the body, and while moving in the right direction, bringing up toxicity really quickly and forcing it out for us to deal with, it's a lot. You can have rashes, you can have you could walk through emotional issues that you thought were past. So difficult emotions, difficult mental work, painful rashes, painful headaches, painful cramps. There are all kinds of things that you can see in a healing crisis. If you're getting something that is too much, back off. Take less of that supplement. Talk to the person that made the supplement. Talk to the person who recommended it to you. Find out a way to move in that direction with smaller, slower steps, with less plant material, with less vitamins, with less whatever you're using. You want to go slowly. You want to see incremental changes that are tolerable, not painful. So again, ask somebody like me if you're experiencing any of this. If you're trying to make yourself a project and you're looking for advice on how to do that, go slow. Talk to somebody who can help you sort that out. Too much is too much. It's not a victory. It's just too much. And your body will thank you if you go slower. See you next time.